We all wanna change. We all wanna be somebody else. I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am here with Mr. Kenny Thames, pianist, coach, performer. You're just all those things, aren't you?
Well, I try.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Good to see you again after all these years.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a while. Last time I saw you, we worked on Cleo the Cat.
We
Your
did Cleo, didn't we?
Yes. That was awesome. I
Yeah.
love it, and I cannot wait to see what you're going to do next with Cleo.
But we're going. My partner is a animation. Is doing animation. He's a videographer. So I think we're going to animate that entire movie, that entire play,
Wonderful.
so we can make it more available. Keep everything pretty much the same. All you remember all the songs that
Yes.
were original in there. So we're going to keep those.
Wonderful. Cleo's too important to be shelved.
Oh, she's fun. She's
Yes,
fun.
she is.
She's southern. She's a Southern belle.
Yes, she is. So, what was it that got you started playing the piano?
Well, my father was a pastor.
Okay.
We were Pentecostal, and I mean like real Pentecostals. I used to say when we were trying to figure out what was a sin, if you smile when you think about it, we probably can't do that. So we didn't go to movies or have a TV or go to football games or skating rinks or any of those kind of things. What we did was music.
Okay.
My dad was a very good upright bass player.
Oh.
My mother sang a terrific alto. My two older sisters played and still play.
Uh-huh.
So I started my older sisters would teach me a few things. When I was about 5.
Wonderful.
And then I started taking piano when I was 6. But instead of watching TV at night, we all gathered around the piano. So
And just
it came very
performed.
natural. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You're not only a pianist, you're a composer, you have an academy of music, and you're a performer. How has music changed your life?
Well, I don't know that music has changed my life because I've always done music.
Oh.
Before it came to Phoenix as a full-time musician,
Uh-huh.
I also was a pastor. I wrote a lot of the music and directed almost everything and arranged most of the music. So
Wow.
music has always been my life. I wrote my first cantata when I was 15,
Wow.
and an Easter cantata. So it's just always been there.
Wow. You're a very talented person. You do a lot of things. I mean, you do the performing, and we were mentioning Cleo the Cat. Cleo the Cat is a staged play. I mean,
Yes.
that is your baby. You wrote that and produced it and everything. And the music.
Yes.
Was that your
That was my music.
original music?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And that play came about because I got a cat that I named Cleo, and I just watched her a lot.
Oh.
And got a lot of material. She was quirky but quirky but cool. So I watched her and I started writing songs for her.
And I know you perform locally in bands.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing a little jazz, a little bit of R&B. You do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I do. I have my own band, and then we perform quite a bit. And I play. I play at the country clubs or resorts and the hotels. I've been doing that for about 25 years here in Phoenix.
Are you still teaching full time?
Yes, I have about 45, 47 students.
Wow.
So yeah, I'd say full time.
Yes, that's awesome. So you're going to play me something today, right?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna have to have you come sing that for me once.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
How long you been performing now, Kenny?
I started playing for church when I was 10. And then I was 15, I took over all the music at my dad's church. So I wrote music, wrote choir music, directed choirs and all that there. So I'm 71, so that's a long time.
71 and still going strong.
Yeah, definitely.
That is amazing. So what are you doing now with your music other than coaching?
Well, I'm writing a great. This song, "You're Gone," Fabio is actually doing it. We're getting into a music video.
Okay.
So we're excited about that. I'm also writing a new course that's primarily directed toward older teens and adults, and it's going to be teaching them, guaranteeing them that they'll play 6 favorite songs in 12 weeks.
Okay.
And it's a method that I've used for 25 years teaching adults. So I know it's already been proven and tried.
Okay. So if you could tell me about one of your best performances, which would that be?
I will, and it's I don't know if it's my best, but it was interesting. I was invited to open for Kenny Loggins, and they wanted some jazz and blues, and I didn't want to sing, so I drug a singer along with me, one of my favorite vocalists that works with me. And this was at the stadium in Tempe. And I don't know why that I did this, but I told the crowd, it was a huge crowd. So I told them that thank you for coming to see me, but I knew they were coming to see Kenny Loggins. Thank you so much for coming to see him. I was surprised at this great crowd because I'm not really, hardly anybody knows me, but we're going to sing some songs for you, and then I have a surprise for you. And so we did our numbers, and then I said, my surprise is I brought Kenny Loggins. So I'm going to ask him to come and close my show for me tonight. And so they all laughed and everybody clapped. Well, it was so embarrassing. I didn't know that he was waiting to come on stage. And I had never met him or really seen him because back in those days I had primarily listened to gospel music. So I walked off the stage and there was this guy standing there with long curly hair, and he goes, "So I'm ending for you." I said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm Kenny Loggins." "Yes, you are ending for me." Thank you very much. It was great. It was a great night. It kind of startled me at first. I thought, "Oh my God!"
Well,
when I said that.
Well, at least you didn't get one of those Rick James responses.
Oh Lord, yes, that's what I was worried about. I tell you, that was my most fun. I think was that one. Yeah.
So if someone wanted to book Kenny, where would they go to book you?
Kenny Thames Academy of Music is a website.
Okay.
Or you can usually just Google Kenny Thames.
Okay.
And it'll show up there.
Do you have certain types of events you play at?
Well, I've been at Paradise Valley Country Club as a pianist for this will be my 25th season to be there. So I play a lot of dinner music. I play a lot of, we don't do too much dance type music because it's mostly jazz and blues.
Right.
And, but birthday parties, festivals, events. So just a whole lot of various type of venues. Yeah.
Okay. Do you perform outside of Arizona?
I haven't lately, just because I've been so busy here.
Oh, wow.
But yes, I have traveled, California and Texas and New Mexico. And when I was doing all gospel music, I traveled all over the United States.
Well, that's awesome to say that. I'm so busy.
Isn't that great?
That's a great thing to say.
Yeah, well, when I left pastoring, I was so concerned about just making a living. I had sole custody of my 14-year-old child. But I found a book in a used bookstore, said, "Do what you love, and the money will follow." And I did, and it has. So I'm blessed.
It was such a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And I look forward to what's next for Kenny? Where can our audience find you?
Go on. I would say go on my website or Facebook.
And we can see where your next event.
So, so much closed down during the pandemic, and it's just now picking back up again.
Right.
So,
well, it was such a pleasure to see it again, and I look forward to Cleo the cat.
We're gonna do it.
Yes.
We're gonna do it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Good to see you. And we will see you next time.